Greetings and welcome to this short video is focused on 5 rounds of Sun Salutation A and 5 rounds of Sun Salutation B. Now for some of us, Sun Salutations are literally a warm-up to other integrations and peak postures that we might practice on the mat. For others, Sun Salutations is going to be the peak of movements. And this video is simply 5 rounds of a variation A and 5 rounds of a variation B. The downward facing dog is held for 5 or so deep Ujjayi breaths. We'll start up at the top of the mat. Always good to have intentional work, spiritually, mentally, and while we're in the physical asanas. Minimizing our ego. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift the heart. These first couple, you might just do the stepping back, stepping forward method, not the float backs. Exhale to lower. Breathing in, open the heart. Transition with the hips up. For 1. 2. Focus on lengthening your breath and your spine. 3. 'Micro movements and adjustments. 4. Releasing tension and thought. 5. Looking forward. We come back up. Halfway. And back. Inhale, standing up. Exhale, hands to heart. Round 2. Exhale down. Inhale halfway. Exhale lower. Inhale breath. Opening the front body. Exhalation coming over the feet. Reset the hands. Two, be sure to draw your floating ribs in. 3. 4. And that end of the exhale, 5, look forward. Inhale, lifting halfway, and exhale. Spread the toes as you rise up. Tadasana. Round 3. Halfway up. So as you get more integrated in your practice, the float back should have minimal sound. And you go right into Chaturanga. Dandasana. Inhale, breath. No hyperextension. No compressing. Good deep core work. Coming over the feet. We don't want to hop and put that pressure into the low back and around the sacrum. It's always best to move integrated to the core. Yoga is a process that unfolds practice by practice, little pieces of the whole. Last 2 breaths. It's like 43 degrees out here. So it's a good day to work on sun salutations. And you want to be consistent with the way that you choose to practice coming and going. Fold in, exhale, breath. Inhale. And exhale. All right, round 4. Exhale. When we go forward, the pelvis has to go slightly back, but it's always okay to bend the knees. Halfway up. And floating it back. Extremely challenging to do it so-called perfect. But we are perfecting. We're perfecting our drishti, contemplation of mind, one-pointedness. We return to down dog. Be inquisitive. Honor things as readjusting. And at the same time, we don't want to become overly fidgety in our pose. Final time, we gaze forward and slowly arrive. Halfway up. Exhale. Inhale, breath. And I like to change up my arm positions, whether I move out to the side or forward and up. Last round of these, a basic variation. Inhale. And exhale. So again, making sure we're not bending at our back. Supporting with core for stepping back or floating back. Inhale, breath. Opening our heart before the head lifts up. And exhale, almost like you're pressing from the feet to pull the mat forward. Understanding how to utilize Ujjayi breathing. Practice the poses with bandhas. With intention. Last one. We look forward. Inhale. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale. So now the B version, and you want to be able to, again, find a consistency. It might not be with the cues of my words, but it's always with the cues of your body. Utkatasana. Breathing in, sweep the arms forward. Exhale, breath. So the vinyasa part, and this is where it gets a little tricky. As we're exhaling, we're stepping. Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale to come up. And we exhale, go right into the flow. Inhale, you come up, other side. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So now we pause. Look forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, back. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. All right, so that's round 1. I think I know why a lot of people try to do yoga naked these days. It's clothes, and especially where you live in an environment like this, where it's cold, but you want to be outside enjoying some fresh air. You need layers. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, breath. Inhale, halfway up. And taking through our flow. So even my movements aren't going to be perfect. I'm not trying to show off anything, just sharing the practice. Breathe in. And I will attest that in my years now, mid-40s, it's very different. The feel, the look, the ins and the outs of the asanas. Navigating that change as gracefully as possible. Inhale. Keep it devotional and sacred. Two. 3. 4. Look forward, that 5th breath ends. Float to the top. We do that on an inhale. Lifting up halfway. Folding. Inhale, Utkatasana. Samasthiti, round 2. It's always good to check in Hatha yoga, a grounding practice, whether it includes vinyasas or deep stretches, is restorative or yin. We've got to stay grounded, and we do that through our central nervous system and applying our roots through the feet, the padas. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway up. Inhale for the back bend. Warrior one, right side first. You're breathing in as you come up, you seal, and then go down through. Exhale. Check in with your expressions. You want to be fostering peace, equanimity. Did I use the right word? Equanimity. Sorry. You know what I mean, though, that inner state of bliss. That's our inhale. We go down through our exhale. I'm getting lost in the moments. I can't help it. Exhale, breath. It's just so easy for me to tap right into this continuum of a practice that I started in my late teens. And I'm pretty much on my mat every single day. And if not on my mat, I'm integrating other yogic principles in my lifestyle and other things that I do throughout the day. And the breath is always a good place to ground. Look forward. Coming up. Exhale. Chair pose. I never have an expectation for how my practice or my body is supposed to be. Drawing up, standing. I always want to go a bit deeper than those surface ideals. We're in round 3. Exhale. Halfway. Float back. Down dog. Warrior one. Right side. Vinyasa movements. Linked with the breath. Left side. Breathing in. Flowing down. Strong belly. Our final time here. Step or float. Chair pose. Exhale. I don't judge anything and I don't expect anything. I just keep a sincere approach with intention and that connection that only I can make with myself mentally, physically, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, interpersonally. And this means moving sometimes with the things I'm healing through this lifetime, formulations of lifetimes, all of it is present with me. We just have 2 more rounds of this for practice. We want to be able to go through all directions of movement. So this work with the sun salutations, again, will either be something you use as a warm-up and continue on into maybe another video recording or your establishing some practice for yourself. You can also use this as a place that you already warmed up with and have floor work to counterpose and rest with. The sun salutations themselves are not considered a full practice. You're missing twists and you're missing laterals. So just remember that and take that into consideration. Round 4, chair pose. Exhale. Inhale. And we step it. Warrior 1. Exhale, flow. Left side. And as I'm making this video for you, just take into consideration that I may have already done an hour and a half of asana early this morning, around 6 a.m. Look to the top. Lift the heart. That way. Chair pose. Samasthiti. Ooh, I feel sprinkles. Okay, well, glad I'm in the last round here. I don't want to be doing rainy day salutations. Chair. Forward fold. Halfway. So in my 20s, I could easily just press up. I'd be in a handstand and float back all the way through that flow. In my 40s, my mind, my spiritual being, my essence and play of childhood still goes there. But my body doesn't necessarily every day. Warrior 1, right side. And that's the beauty of yoga. Flow down, exhale. That's what's kept me flowing with it, moving with it, integrating it into my life on almost every single plane. Inhale, warrior on the other side. Is that I realize the benefit of the practice. And I just want to show up for myself authentically so I can show up authentically with others. Look forward. So in my 20s, as I flow up, I would have went all the way towards a handstand practice and then floated right into Uttanasana. Inhale, drawing up, and exhale. And a large part of why I don't do that is I've mastered what the desire of that original intent was for me at that stage. And there was a lot of ego. And I know better now. Thank you so much for practicing some sun salutations. I think we got 5 rounds of A and 5 rounds of B. Have a blessed, beautiful day. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.